The lesson for today is the question and answer relationships, and I will be modeling how I would be teaching it with my students. Okay, students, I want you guys to please meet me at the beginning of our story. You guys all have a copy. The title of our story today is Albert Einstein Asks a Question by John Ross. Everyone, please meet me at the beginning with your finger or your pencil. Perfect, thank you. Albert Einstein was born in Ulm, Germany in 1879. When he was 5, he was sick in bed for a time. His father gave him a compass. "But why does the needle always point north?" asked the boy. "I don't know why," his dad confessed. Later, the young Einstein studied the subject and found out the answer. And he never stopped asking questions after that. "The most important thing is to keep asking questions," Einstein would always tell young people who wanted to become scientists. Einstein did not do well in school. His teacher said he was slow to learn. "Albert would never amount to very much," said the principal, but Einstein's mind wasn't slow. It was really working much faster than the school principal could ever have imagined. He wanted to know how everything worked. He thought a lot about space and time. He thought a lot about energy. He thought about atoms and how all the energy inside them could explode outward. He thought about light, how light travels in waves. He wondered what would happen to a person if he or she traveled at the speed of light, and he guessed what person would never grow old. So we're going to go ahead and stop there. What I want to talk to you guys about is question answer relationship. What this means is that sometimes the questions that we are asked or that you have to find the answer to have a relationship in the text. The answer and the questions have a relationship, and you can find them in the text, okay? So I have 2 questions posted on the board. Who would like to read the first question? Okay, thank you. The first question is, what did Einstein tell young people who wanted to become scientists? Thank you. Anybody else that would like to read the second question? Thank you. The second question reads, what topics did Albert like to think about? Okay, so I am going to model how the Q&R, how to use the QAR, which stands for, again, question answer relationships, okay, to find the answer to these questions. All right, okay, so the first question, what did Einstein tell young people that wanted to become scientists? So the answer to this question is in the text. First, I'm going to look for words in the text that match the words in the question. Okay, so in the question, I want you guys to circle the words that I'm about to tell you. Okay, the words are young people and scientists, right? Because the question says, what did Einstein tell young people who wanted to become scientists? So we are going to circle the words in the question, young people and scientists. Can everybody please circle those for me? Okay, give me a thumbs up when you circle both of those. Perfect. Now, I am going to scan. What's scan? Right, look through, right? I am going to scan the 2 paragraphs that I read and see if I can find the same words to help me find the answer, okay? So I want you guys to circle the words, and when you do so, just give me a thumbs up, okay? So this is the answer to the question. Einstein told people who wanted to become scientists to keep asking questions. Okay, so I'm going to write that answer on the board. Were you guys able to identify words in the text, young science? Okay, so you found it in what paragraph? First paragraph, great. So this is what we call this is a right there QAR, which means that the words from the question are in the text and they help us find answers for it, okay? This answer was easy to find. So now I want to I want you guys to pay attention to the second question. The second question was, what topics did Albert think about a lot? So the word thought, right? Because thinking, what did he think about? Okay, so because we read it and in the text, so think. I want you guys to circle all the word thought, okay? Thought, and the text that we just read. So I want you guys to take a minute to please circle the word thought in your text. And when you're done scanning through those two first paragraphs and you're done finding all the, or you think you're done finding all the word thought in your paragraphs, please give me a thumbs up. Great. So let me ask you guys something. Please, with your fingers, tell me how many thought you guys found. Great. You found 3. Awesome. You found 4. Okay. Did anybody find more than 4? Good job. Okay. So the answer is Albert thought about space and time, energy, atoms, and light. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Was that answer all in one sentence? No, it wasn't, right? It was in 5 different sentences, which means that you have to work a little harder. Why? Because you have to think, okay, how am I going to find this? And we identified the word, and then you search, okay? After you search, you have to combine it, right? It wasn't like the first answer, which was in the one sentence, okay? So this one's a little bit difficult, and it's you have to work a little bit harder because you have to think of how you're going to find the answer, and then you search for the answer, okay? So this is called a think and search, okay? QAR. All right. So did these questions, were the answers to these questions found in the text? Yes. So that means they're in text questions. It means you didn't have to go to the library. You didn't have to search online. The answers were in the text. Great. Now we learned about 2 different QAR. Who can tell me the 2 different QAR questions that we learned about? Relationships that we learned about. Okay, right there, which is one place, one sentence, and the think and search, not all in one place, and you really have to work for it. Okay, so these are the 2 different QAR that we learned about. Okay, so what they have in common is that they're both in-text questions. The difference, the first one was a right there QAR, and the other one was a think and search QAR. But you guys did great. Thank you.